It's okay. I'll probably just stay here the
All
whole
right.
time.
So I'm going to start here a little bit at the head, neck, and shoulders, right? So we're going to start with some nice contact, some alternating compression. So I'm sitting close enough so that I have a bend in my knees, because that's where we get the compression. Right? So I'm just going to start, and you're going to start noticing a couple things. It's like when you're out on the acromion shelf here, as far lateral as you can go, that there's more motion and energy goes that way. Mm-hmm. And you get a bigger depression of the shoulder girdle, no doubt. Right? But if you move closer to the midline, and here's my arch of my feet just molding over the upper trapezius, that when you compress, see it goes through the center a little bit more. So there's more concentration of movement that way. So that's why you want to alternate. It's okay so far? Mm-hmm. I'm holding on to the mat so I don't slip back. And now just compress down on the one shoulder, just to get a little sustained pressure. And I was doing this the other day, and I see the pressure, but then I realized that some of it is dissipated. So what I started doing was stabilizing this shoulder, and that keeps the energy contained, so you can just drive it. Again, a bad choice.
Further.
Move it, hammer it down. Now, loosening, this is one way. Now, you all know we all have this tightness up here in the upper trap, right? And also the attachment of levator right off the superior angle of the scapula. So those are two good contact points to focus on when you're doing head, neck, and shoulder work. So to get them and to use your heel, you want to make it a little bit more refined. So I simply turn my foot out a little bit so I can come right into the upper trap. And again, with a slight bend in my knee, I can get all the pressure that's needed just by straightening my leg a little bit. Okay? Y'all understand?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's that turning out of the foot. And then if you drop the heel down a little bit more and turn your foot out a little bit more, you can engage the superior angle of the scapula. So this first one, where you're here and my heel's up off the ground a little bit, that's for upper trap. And then if you turn your foot out a little bit more and put your heel right on the ground and come right in, you'll get the superior angle of the scapula where the levator attaches. So you want to focus on that a little bit. Right, so that's, you bring some refinement into the work. Yeah, that's right. So same other side. Could you say that a little louder for the video?
So good.
Thank you. I'm glad it does. Okay, so nice one. So is it next thing what?
Stretch, I guess.
Back of the neck?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, lateral flexion? Okay, so you're here, foot comes off, and you're going to laterally flex. So, and again, not rotation at first. Rotation is this. Lateral flexion is when the nose stays upright. And my arm, this is one version, I believe it's in the manual, where my arm is supported here. You simply are able to sustain the lateral flexion with this support.
We have this very similar brain, you and me.
Pardon me?
We have a similar brain. It rocks.
First of all, I'm glad it's you that I have a similar brain. So, same, right? Now, also, this way, I think a variation is this. This is cumbersome.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Okay? Yeah. So you're hooking up underneath the occipital ridge. Because that's just how we roll at Healing Soul.
Mm-hmm.
I double doggy paddle. Well, I say doggy paddle because that's just the term we use. But I'll use the pads of my feet, and I'll like do this in the traps.
Yeah. We're multitaskers.
Yeah, that's what I'm
though.
saying. Like, but we're using lotion. but it's just like,
No, I
or
like
you can do.
I like the movement for sure.
Right,
Up
and then yeah, that stretch
there, right?
That's
So-
what's hard is we're such multitaskers in our stuff,
Yeah,
and
it's-
he's.
Well,
This is not.
No, this is singular purposeless. But I appreciate y'all doing that, and I love receiving it. I just can't do it very well. But this one I can. It's okay.
Mhm.
Still okay on your head.
And I guess that is one thing about having a skinnier mat is it's easier to grab onto and pull in those scenarios. Whereas if you had a big chubby guy,
Oh yeah,
it would be like holding a hamburger.
a double,
Uh-huh.
double.
Big Mac.
meat, cheese, Whataburger.
And next, please.
You have the head or your foot on
The
the
head
head.
rocket. This one.
Yeah.
Which one?
This one right here.
So you
Okay.
the bottom.
Oh, look now. Yeah, I started doing this last time I did this demo. So, looky here.
Is this the shush?
No. Now wait a minute. But first, this is the thing. When I heard y'all doing that, you know, I did this before. It's in the manual already. I was like, wow, this looks so familiar. So here, so you slip the dorsal surface, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right up under here, and you just let it come up, and then you can add just a little
Oh
pressure.
yeah. That Shibuti thing's got a similarity
And
to
then,
it.
look, right? Shibuti. So you massage.
Here's the thing, like I've actually legit we have clients who've never like really received barefoot massage before, and then they'll be like, "Do you massage my head with your feet?" And I'm like, well, no.
Now we do.
Give a nice
Yo.
facial.
Okay, now
Always
here,
there's something.
check it out, y'all. So there's this, right, where it's the foot is just neutral,
Mm-hmm.
and you pivot up on your heel, so it starts going back like this, and you can accelerate that by just doing a little downward pressure. But then I turn my foot a little bit more, so it's the side of my foot that comes up underneath the occipital ridge
Mm-hmm.
for the suboccipitals. So then it's a little different.
Nice.
Right? So that's suboccipital. So it's this for, I'm calling it an anterior stretch of the neck,
Mhm.
a little downward compression. You do want to put that big toe right in the eye socket. I saw that book. That's influencing me. But then you turn the foot like this, right? Or up underneath the occipital ridge, and then you can.
Okay.
I like it.
I do too.
This is going to be a new marketing picture. Got headaches? We can heal that.
Okay, and then in the manual, as we will today, we're going to end like this. So you do that, come here, and in the manual, going to end like this. So we do a stretch. So I'm taking just the balls of my feet and going over the head of the humeruses. Nice contact, not a lot of pressure at all, and bring up like this to stretch your posterior neck. But then I'm going to keep that stretch, and I'm going to take my big toes and place them on either side and just
We're soulmates.
Pressure's
Get
okay?
it?
Yeah.
Soulmates.
Meow, meow, meow.
We should write a pun book for barefoot massage therapists.
It's getting to that
Shh,
point.
don't, it's on video. Now someone else is going to do it.
Oh crap. Sorry.
There goes my million.
Gone before you even got to stand
Yeah.
up. Okay, so like that, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, let's try that.
Good job.